What's happening, beautiful people? My name is Dirty Mike and welcome back to The Journey, where I'm building different squads as we progress through divisional play, get involved in some tournaments, and as always, I'm dropping feedback on which players really outperform their card value and then other guys that, they're a little bit of a disappointment. And in today's video, we've got a Russian sweaty team. And before I begin, if you guys need any Ultimate Team coins, check out FIFAcoinstoday.com. The links will be in the description. And use the code MICHS09, M-I-C-H-S-09, in order to get 10% off every single purchase. And they just had a big sale, Christmas edition, so make sure to check out their site. I've decided to use the 4-3-3 formation with this Russian squad. And that transitions into my first question. I mean, it's a big one. Make sure to drop a comment on which variation of the 4-3-3 is your favorite this year, because there's been a lot of new formations in Ultimate Team and I really have not been able to decide on the 4-3-3. I've been contemplating and trying to figure out, oh, the third edition's pretty good, oh, maybe the fourth one's a little bit better, and I keep arguing with myself. I'm not really sure, so I'd love to hear what everybody thinks about the 4-3-3. It's a very popular formation and it's kind of difficult to be consistent with. I have a lot of rewarding moments, and then I have some that are, I can't believe that I am struggling this much to counterattack, or my players are this far out of position. So we get a beautiful goal there, though, in divisional play on a side note, and we needed that. We definitely needed that. In my first match here, my opposition was one of those guys that just sits back, very slow build-up, and he was on ultra defense, or at least it felt that way. And we could not create opportunities. They were far and in between, I believe is how the saying goes, and struggling. But we get a 1-0 victory. I'll take the W, and we're going to progress now into Division 5. I'm trying to speed this up because I just don't see any YouTubers in Division 1. I could be wrong. I'm not trying to talk trash on anybody. I just haven't seen it. So I want to go ahead and try to get into Division 1 play and showcase some of that, just because I haven't seen much gameplay. And I know I can do it, or I feel that I should be able to do it. But we'll see how things go. Ultimate Team has been kind of hard to be consistent in so far in FIFA 14, but I'm loving the next gen. I am loving it. And if you guys could help me out, I usually get between, I don't know, 100 all the way up to 250 likes on this series. So let's aim for 150. That would be great, as Gomez with a finish. Of course, he made no chances, absolutely none in the first half, and that falls in his lap. And he hits me with like a little Gangnam style. Yeah, look at that. One chance, one shot, one goal. I hate that, and it happens in FIFA so often. If you don't capitalize, trust me, your opponent will. And he's going to get some sort of opportunity, but the second half starts. And Hulk's starting to go into beast mode. But let's talk about this squad. We've got Igor in net, and whether you love him, you don't love him, there's really no second options in the Russian league. They're definitely a lot less built for depth this year. Last year they had a lot more better players, in my opinion. How do you miss that? How do you miss that, Dumbia? And then on the defense we have Ansaldi, who I think can play in any league. Very good outside defender. He jumps well. He's got good size. He's fast. No complaints. And then things start getting a little bit weird. I'm using Ferreira, who was a super silver last year. He was definitely a beast defender, just because the pace, as Danny gives us the lead. That was so crucial. I didn't think I was ever going to get it in that match, and we finish up 2-1. Look at that domination, barely scoot across with a victory. And Ferreira as a silver center back, he's not that great on the defensive end, but he has good size, he has good pace. You can kind of push people around, and if the ball's in the air, I felt very confident with him, but I couldn't give him my stamp of approval, but he's not terrible. He's not bad. He's all right. Then we have Buchetti, who is probably the best center back in the Russian league. I know it's up for debate just because there's so many that are just all right, and there's a lot that fall into that category as we jump out to an early lead. Honda with the roulette whips it in, almost identical to the other one, and another near post header. And then we have Ongba, who is my MVP. He's a silver, which is crazy. And this guy is fast. I mean, he was fast, he was strong, he was positioned well. If you haven't tried him out, he's also relatively cheap. And this whole squad only cost me just over 25,000 coins. So everyone should be able to build this sweaty squad. And then in the midfield, I've got Jusilai, the Brazilian. And he's one of those guys that is a non-rare that everyone should try. Everyone should experience him. Kind of like Ongba. I was just saying that he's really good. He fits into a lot of squads, though, Jusilai, because he is Brazilian. Look at Hulk. The power. I love it. And I was tweeting about him earlier today. Oh, my goodness. That dude has one of the best shots in FIFA this year. It's incredible. I mean, anywhere on the pitch, I feel like I can score as long as it's on his left foot. It has to be on his left foot. I think I compared him to his left foot being like WWE with the strength that he has. And look at that. I don't even know how that ends up on frame. YOLO. But we're up 3-1 at halftime, and I'm feeling like I'm in control. It's definitely, I had a little bit of luck here and there. I scored the goals, and Hulk gets another easy, greasy finish to pretty much lock this one up. I usually don't blow a 3-goal finish, or a 3-goal lead. I don't know if I can remember the last time I've blown a 3-goal lead, but hey, it's not impossible. And then we have Axel Witsel, who's one of those center mids that can play anywhere. Attacking, you want him as a true center mid, box to box, or if you want him to be a CDM for you, he's got your back. He's got that super afro, and he just does everything really well. Kind of like a Vidal, if I had to draw a comparison. Or he moves a little bit better than Fellaini, but I know he looks similar, and he does have some characteristics that resemble Fellaini. And then we have Honda, who's the best center attacking midfielder, and this guy is incredible. He's one of the best players in the Russian league, and I would not be surprised to see him move on to a different league ASAP. I think I actually heard a rumor that he was going to AC Milan this morning. I don't know if that's been confirmed yet or not, as we concede a corner kick in goal number 4, or game number 4. Not good. And then up front, we've got Danny and Hulk on the wings. And Danny, unfortunately, is very soft on the ball, but his skill is good. His skill is good, as we're now down 2-0. Not good. 2-0 deficit and 20 minutes into the match. But my opponent makes a very rookie move, and I pick up a penalty kick, which I will take. I will take a PK. Anytime you want to give me free goals to come into matches, I've got your back. Hulk is a monster on PKs as well. Free kicks, shooting from outside the box, you name it, he can do it. But back to Danny very briefly. Good skill moves. I thought that his positioning was also good, but he's so soft on the ball. If he gets touched, he just falls over. And then Hulk is the opposite of that. He's one of those players that I think even got upgraded this year compared to last year's FIFA installment, or the game just fits him better because he's so strong. His skill moves seem to exit even quicker in terms of just final speed and acceleration. And if you can get it on that left foot, I mean, if you have to shoot with his right, you're in big trouble. He's got one of those weak foots that you have nightmares about. It's just horrible. You can't do anything with it. And Honda with the goal. We get a little bit of a lucky bounce there. Neuer parries it into the net. Just tells you how strong of a shot he's got. And then we have Doumbia up front, and this guy is a great player all the way around. He's fast, he jumps well, skill moves are on point, finishing looks good, no complaints. He's definitely the easy striker choice in the Russian league. You have Doumbia. I think you use Musa, who is very small, like 5'5", and I don't see how you would replace Doumbia with Musa. Or you could go with the big man Traore, but that's about it. There's not that many options. As we start dancing around, we pick up another PK, and my opponent is just giving up easy chances, easy, greasy stuff, and Hulk walks up to the spot, no problem, stutter, keeper goes the wrong way. We take a 5-2 lead, so that game really changed quickly after the first PK. But if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitter at MikeSon9USA. I have a lot more content come for you ASAP.